There is chaos in the Republican Party. There are some disturbing videos I came across. I don't know if you have seen this. Very concerning.
Sir, what do you think about this resolution to empower McHenry?
I think that I'm against Speaker Light. I'm against Bud Light. I believe it is a constitutional desecration to not elect a Speaker of the House. We need to stay here until we elect a Speaker. And if someone can't get the votes, we need to go on to the next person. But twisting and torturing the Constitution to empower a temporary speaker is having a Speaker Light that is not constitutionally contemplated, is deeply infirm, and I will do everything possible to stop it.
So I'll just say this: we made the pitch to members on the resolution as a way to lower the temperature and get back to work. We decided that wasn't where we're going to go. I'm still running for Speaker, and I plan to go to the floor and get the votes and win this race. But I want to go talk with a few of my colleagues. Particularly, I want to talk with the 20 individuals who voted against me so that we can move forward and begin to work for the American people.
Are you going to the floor today, sir? Are you going to the floor today?
Yes, when I come back, the leaderless House was plunged deeper into chaos on Thursday after Republicans refused to coalesce around a speaker and a plan to empower an interim speaker collapsed. Currently, as we are speaking, they are exercising same thing. The party embattled candidate for Speaker, Congressman Jim Jordan of Ohio, vowed to press ahead.
I was at the mic, I was speaking, and Matt Gaetz tried to interrupt, and so I told him to sit down, and we sat down.
What's your deal?
I think no, I told him to sit down. I think the entire conference screamed at him. People are, listen, the whole country, I think, would scream at Matt Gaetz right now. Remember, it was a crazy eights led by Matt Gaetz and every single Democrat that put us into this situation. We've never been in this situation before, but how do you have 4% of your conference remove a speaker when 96% are there? This is why we're here. He had no plan afterwards. Now we have Israel at a war, questions whether Congress can act, questions where we'd be able to go to select a new speaker. I mean, it's a difficult situation driven by one person for his own personal beliefs, his own animosity towards me, and his concern about what's inside an ethics complaint that was filed before I was even Speaker.
What is the support for the McHenry resolution to give him more powers, and would you need Democrats to come and help you?
Well, the question in there, we'd like to have all Republicans.
It is extremely concerning to see this happening for the third time. I thought by now they will come to a compromise to elect the speaker.
Causing chaos by not supporting Jim Jordan. I thought he was a team player. Your wife responds, "Who is this?" And then, "Oh, now you have nothing to say?" This person texts again, "Your husband will not hold any political office ever again. What a disappointment and failure he is." People are pretty tough when they're anonymous. But that's pretty ugly stuff to send it to your wife.
Deployed 4 times, led a flying squadron in combat. So if they think a pressure campaign or bullying campaign is going to work with me, it's not. In fact, it's angered me. It's angered my good friend, Steve Womack, who's a retired colonel, for example, and Mario Diaz-Balart. He's angered. The way to get to us is through an intellectual discussion and to work through the concerns we have. But to threaten us with primaries, threaten us with the shenanigans and sending anonymous texts and phone calls. They were calling my wife anonymously as well. She's recorded some of them. And so it's wrong. Some folks are so mad they don't mind what boundaries they cross, but it's not right. We can like each other and still disagree, but some people don't have that ability.
Has that ever happened to you before, your wife getting nasty phone calls and texts like that?
No, one time there was people screaming at her in the neighborhood, and so she didn't like that. I guess I'm used to it more. So she does get a little bit, but obviously I get the 98.
The continuing disagreement I've seen with this House representative, it is something I've never seen before. I have even seen some Republicans now coming out to say they prefer they should better put a Democrat because they are tired to be talking about the same thing every single day. What is actually happening? It is crazy. to see how some Republicans are siding with Democrats to elect Speaker. Jim Jordan could actually be the person. But because of these insane things, Democrats are coming out to say, oh, he supported January 6th. He did this. You want to ban abortion? These are the same talking points I keep getting on a daily basis. And if they don't vote Jim Jordan this time, then I don't know if he will continue to run again. What is going on? It is actually really a disgrace. People work very hard to see the Republicans have the majority in the House, to see how this is going. A lot are not happy. Earlier in the day, Jim Jordan had briefly reversed course and backed another bipartisan proposal to expand the authority of the temporal speaker, a position currently held by Patrick of North Carolina for the next several months as Jordan worked to show up support for his bid. But a group of hard-right conservatives revolted, calling the plan arsoning and arguing that it would effectively side control of the floor to Democrats. As supported for the idea crumbled, Jordan told reporters that he will continue to press ahead with his candidacy despite entrenched opposition from a wavering group of members, some of whom accused the Ohio Republican of deploying intimidation tactics. We made the pitch to members on the revolution as a way to lower the temperature and get back to work. Jordan told reporters on Thursday, we decided that wasn't where we are going to go. I'm still running for speaker and I plan to go to the floor and get the vote and win this race. That is what Jim Jordan sent out. When you take a look at what is happening, the minute number of Republicans opposing this, it was first 20. After I got up, it was now 22. We don't know what might happen this time around, but it is concerning. They should be able to consider Jim Jordan to see how he will act. Watching Kevin McCarthy going over Matt Gaetz partaking to this case has actually stirred up reactions on social media.
It has been 16 days in the House that has been without a speaker. And Jim Jordan is the latest Republican who just cannot get enough votes to grab the gavel. Or the gavel.
Or the gravel. Or the gravel. He's down there trying to grab the gravel.
He's clutching. His colleagues are ringing alarm bells, and some Republicans are actually getting death threats for not falling in line. And Democrats like Nancy Pelosi are calling it a big win. Let her tell you why. Take a look.
It was a triumph for democracy in our country that an insurrectionist was rejected by the Republicans again as their candidate and speaker.
My wife's been getting anonymous texts and anonymous phone calls trying to compel her to force me to change my vote. Trying to bully my wife is wrong.
I'm getting calls from my constituents and saying, what the hell's going on with you Republicans? Why can't you just seem to agree on something? It just seems like we are